Hello folks, and welcome to another Bitcoin market analysis. As announced yesterday, I'm going to provide today's analysis just earlier, just because I'm going to be very busy this afternoon, and I will pause the billing, so nobody is going to charge you for tomorrow because I'm not going to provide any analysis tomorrow. And just Thursday I will provide Thursday, Friday, and of course Saturday I will provide the daily analysis again. So just really one day. Well, first of all, we will see what's going to happen today, because we know that we have a very exciting day also related to some events. So we have just in 1 hour and a little bit more, they will release the CPI data, and we will check, because I noticed also almost 12,000 Bitcoin inflows to spot exchanges coming from entities. entities reducing their balances even more. At the same time, I received a lot of whale alerts also today, for example, and it's indicating me they had different withdrawals. So 92 millions in USDT from Binance to unknown, just close before 140 millions from Binance to unknown, and just close before 130 millions from Binance to unknown. And that's the same we had last Friday. 92 millions, 92 millions, 92 millions, everything in almost within 2 hours. So everything looks like that's an exit rally at the moment. So they are distributing. The most interesting part is that Binance is buying a lot. A lot of spot. They are pushing. Even if the candle looks red, they are pushing and pushing with a high volume delta, really high. 740 bitcoins here, 800 bitcoins here, while the candle was red. So indicating other exchanges were just selling. And that's something that's surprising me, but it wouldn't surprise me at all if Binance itself is buying, because I don't see any huge stablecoin inflows coming in, and that's something really strange. So I don't know why Binance should do that, but for me it looks like Binance is, the exchange itself is acting here as another market actor at the moment. So let us go forward and check the whales ratio. Whales ratio declining because since our, what was that, 79, we declined a lot. So of course also here it's declining. Everything is fine, it's still too high, above of 50, so nothing big here. Also here we can see that the stablecoin reserves on exchanges, the trend is clear, it's declining. Also stablecoin supply, it's not really lifting up. So also indicating that something is wrong here, to be honest. So, it looks like a little bit like, they are distributing. It would match to the entities, while entities with less than 100 bitcoins are accumulating. So it seems that big entities don't want to accumulate, not yet. Let us go forward. So we can see this big orange bar. That's the last inflow we received, and it's indicating 11,981 bitcoins, and it matches very well to the entities, indicating here 10,800 bitcoins. So while they are still reducing their balances, in my opinion, extremely bearish, the whole thing. And as mentioned yesterday, it wouldn't be the first time that they make such a full rally just to trap a lot of retailers and then dump. But nobody knows exactly what the CPI is going to indicate. Last time from July to from June to July, the CPI reduced from 8. No, sorry. It reduced to 8.5%, and now they are forecasting 8.1%. If that's still the effect of the declining energy price, it could happen that the CPI declined even more. So that would be bullish for equities, as we know, but also for DXY. So in my opinion, DXY will go up first, and we will see how Bitcoin and the equities are going to react to that. So that's something we need to see. It's not clear. In my opinion, it's just one phase, one sequence, because as mentioned yesterday, OPEC Plus countries announced to reduce their production again. So energy prices, mainly oil, should go up again, and will bring some impact to the inflation again. And so CPI should in the next month go up again. And that's what I would expect, at least. So yeah, otherwise, as you see, stablecoin inflows about 47 millions, as mentioned yesterday in my analysis. Nothing big. They withdraw here 5,200 bitcoins once again. Makes sense after they took profit here, indicating they withdraw stablecoins. Usually that means they sold, they distributed, they way up once again, and they withdraw. The new buyers withdraw. However it is, we don't know, but it was surprising me what Binance is doing, to be honest. Of course, nobody can say if that's really Binance, but it looks really strange that only Binance is buying spot all the time. So let us go forward. So funding rate, since yesterday, almost unchanged. So it lifted up, declined, it's lifting up again. So also here, nothing big. Since yesterday, nothing big changed. Leverage ratio declined a lot, and that's what it's doing. So declining in trend a little bit, but also here no big change since yesterday. And open interest is even lifting up more, even if declined a little bit since yesterday, but it's very high, really high. So since in the last 4 weeks, open interest was never in that level. So a lot of open interest coming in means just they are placing a lot of orders and futures at the moment. Related to stablecoins and derivative exchanges, taking profit, some inflows as well, but nothing huge. And here related to Bitcoins, to derivative exchanges, as you see, they are also taking profit here. So in the last 2 hours, they withdraw also almost 8,000 bitcoins. That's not that bad. So as you see also here, it seems they are right now just liquidating more longs than shorts. So it seems they liquidated enough shorts, and the open interest, as mentioned, is lifting up even more. We can see here the funding rate declined, it's lifting up, and leverage ratio, as mentioned, but all three just too high. On Binance, looking exactly the same. I mean, we know that Binance is the main driver anyway, so but that looks like, wow. The problem is, in my opinion, and we will take a look to Blockchain Whispers, and you know, Blockchain Whispers is just a copy. It's taking the open interest mentioned and released by Binance, multiplicating it with a long-short ratio, also provided by Binance directly. If Binance is providing this information, usually we should trust this information only if Binance just want to fool us. But it's something I mean, if they do that, I can't imagine that, but if they do that, that would be worst case. So taking into account that we can trust Binance, we will see. We have a huge amount of shorts waiting. So, you know, usually that means we should go up even more. We can take a look. Let me just refresh the site. Almost 2 billions in shorts versus 1.35 billions in longs. Absolute the opposite on Bitfinex, where longs are rising, I guess because they are hedging their spot sells. But however, that's, I mean, Ethereum looks extremely different, but on Binance that's really hardcore. Usually Binance would have a big interest to push up even more the price just to liquidate all these shorts. Or not all, of course, because some of them are low leverage, I guess, but at least the late shorts. So we will take a look to the Kingfisher now. And okay, I see here at 20,499 bigger liquidation clusters on the short side, more low leverage. Let us take a look to FTX. And yeah, almost the same. I mean, it reduced the volume even more. Yesterday it was 18 million, now it's 12 million. That's crazy. I don't know what's happening on FTX, but it's almost the same. Only this one doesn't match, but it's not big at all. So yeah, that's it. Let us go forward to the next chapter. Well, also here nothing changed. So as you see, FTX and so on, they are pushing up the aggregated even more. As you see here, we will see that's mainly Binance. As you see, Binance is pushing up very hard, very, very hard. Even here in the last hours, extremely hard what they are doing, and not really clear why they are doing that, in my opinion. Bitfinex, they started, but not really big. I mean, that's like FTX. It looks relatively flat, even if it's lifting up. But if you check Binance, that's completely different. Coinbase reduced and started to buy again. So also something that looks a little bit strange what they are doing, but taking profit, selling again, and so on and so forth. The thing is, if we check the entities, we can see that retailers, so everything below 100 is very bullish. These guys are lifting up in balances, but in my opinion, it's still far away from an accumulation like they did just before. But these guys accumulated very well. These guys accumulated very well. These guys accumulated very well. So every entity below of 100 bitcoins. These guys started to lift up their balances, but they love to make quick profits, so they buy to sell afterwards. So if they are expecting some volatility, they will buy even more, and then when it's go up, they will start to sell and reduce their balances. And market maker entities just reducing more and more their balances, even more and more. So to be honest, for me, it's still the key. Only if this guy starts to accumulate, the whole market will change. It's not happening. They're reducing even more. They are using every opportunity just to reduce more their balances. They are doing exactly the same like last time with a different of volume, for example, of course. But last time they lifted up in balances and reduced a lot while the price lifted up. The question is, why to reduce your balances here? I mean, they did that before in the higher and upper levels, but why? That looks a little bit like they know something. And as mentioned several times, since 2020, this entity is in particular indicating they have information advantage. So why are these guys declining their balances? I really don't know. I mean, to send almost 11,000 bitcoins to spot exchanges, that's pure distribution. They know they can use this 11,000 bitcoins to bring some volatility, because with the CPI data, they will start to sell. Maybe the CPI data, if the inflation is going down, equities will lift up just to distribute. But why? I don't know. So yeah, and these entities of course lifting up, because these entities are almost to 80%, I would say, just linked to exchanges. Okay, let us take a look to the next chapter. So since yesterday, nothing big happened here, you know. I mean, Coinbase, as you see, they are placing, so the next wall will be at 23K, but that's it. They removed a lot of volume, so we can go up, down. Here we can't see anything, only that Coinbase is selling at the moment more, and that's why their volume bar is red here. Deribit also here red, but also here not indicating anything. Bitstamp, it's green, so indicating they are pushing up more. Binance also here once again completely green, completely no, well, okay, but completely green at the moment. They are still pushing up. As you can see, every volume bar here is green. Even we had red candles, doesn't care. They are absorbing as much as they can. I really don't know why they are doing that. The next big wall also here, 23K, right now pushing the price again a little bit up. A lot of spoofing happening here on Binance, something that it's not common on Binance in my opinion, but you know, still locking a lot of liquidity in lower ranges. Also something that doesn't make sense for me. Bitfinex, nothing special. The next 21,600 will be the next limitation, but nothing really low volume. FTX perp also here 22.8, but you see they are a little bit limiting the way up here at 23K. Otherwise 21K will be the next big limitation. But if you check here, we have a lot of volume between 20,900 and 20,500. So they bought a lot, and it wouldn't surprise me if they want to push down. And but the question once again, who is placing all these buy orders? Nobody knows. Well, it's perp, so it's long. OKEX, nothing. Kraken, also here waiting at 23K. BitMEX, wow, 20,700, 20,200, and waiting here at 23,700. Binance Futures, also here perfectly what they are indicating us, what they are doing. You know, placing a lot of shorts here and here, and triggering these shorts all the time. So look that, it's crazy. Bitfinex, nothing. And Kraken futures, nothing. OKEX futures, nothing. And FTX spot, pushing the price up. Also here, the biggest buyer at the moment, it seems. Pushing up, pushing up, pushing up. So yeah, and that's it. That's absolutely it.